Imagine being a teenager, ripped from your home, and thrown into the court of a powerful, foreign king. This is where the incredible story of Daniel begins. He and his friends, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, were chosen for their wisdom and good looks to serve in King Nebuchadnezzar's palace in Babylon. Right from the start, they faced a choice: conform to the lavish, unholy lifestyle of the court or stay true to their God. They chose God, refusing the king's rich food and wine, and God honored their faithfulness, making them healthier and wiser than all the others. Their faith would soon face a much hotter test. King Nebuchadnezzar, in a fit of pride, built a massive 90-foot golden statue and commanded everyone to bow down and worship it. But Daniel's friends, now known as Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, refused. They declared that their God was able to save them, but even if he didn't, they would never worship the king's idol. Enraged, Nebuchadnezzar ordered them thrown into a furnace heated 7 times hotter than usual. The fire was so intense it consumed the guards who threw them in. But as the king peered into the flames, he was stunned. He saw not 3, but 4 men walking around, completely unharmed, and the 4th looked like a son of the gods. The 3 men walked out without even the smell of smoke on them, and a humbled Nebuchadnezzar declared that no one should ever speak against their God. Later, the king had a terrifying dream that none of his wise men could interpret. He dreamed of a giant, flourishing tree that was suddenly cut down. Daniel was summoned, and with divine wisdom, he revealed the dream's meaning. The tree was Nebuchadnezzar himself. Because of his arrogance, he would lose his kingdom and his sanity, living like a wild animal for 7 years, until he acknowledged that the Most High God rules over all kingdoms. Just as Daniel predicted, it all came true. One day, while boasting about his great kingdom, Nebuchadnezzar was struck with madness. After 7 years in the wild, his reason returned. Humbled and transformed, he lifted his eyes to heaven and praised God, finally understanding true power. Years passed. Nebuchadnezzar was gone, and his successor, Belshazzar, was now king. During a wild, drunken party, Belshazzar committed a terrible act. He called for the sacred gold and silver vessels that had been taken from Goddess Temple in Jerusalem and used them to toast his pagan gods. Suddenly, a disembodied hand appeared and began writing on the palace wall. The party stopped. The king turned pale with fear. None of his enchanters could read the message. The queen mother remembered Daniel, and the old prophet was brought before the king. Daniel fearlessly rebuked Belshazzar for his pride and disrespect. Then he read the writing: Mene, Mene, Tekel, Upharsin. It meant God had numbered the days of his kingdom and brought it to an end. He had been weighed on the scales and found wanting. His kingdom was to be divided and given to the Medes and Persians. That very night, Belshazzar was killed, and Darius the Mede took over the kingdom. Under the new king, Darius, Daniel's excellence and integrity made him a top administrator. But this inspired jealousy among the other officials. They couldn't find any fault in him, so they devised a wicked plan targeting his faith. They tricked King Darius into signing an unbreakable law. For 30 days, no one could pray to any god or man except the king himself. The penalty? Being thrown into the lion's den. Did Daniel stop praying? Not for a second. 3 times a day, just as he always had, he knelt by his open window facing Jerusalem and prayed to God. His enemies caught him and reported him to the king. King Darius was heartbroken, as he genuinely respected Daniel, but his own law trapped him. Reluctantly, he gave the order. Daniel was thrown to the hungry lions. The king spent a sleepless night, and at the first light of dawn, he rushed to the den, crying out, "Daniel, has your God, whom you serve continually, been able to rescue you?" And from the darkness came Daniel's voice, "My God sent his angel, and he shut the mouths of the lions." Daniel was lifted out, without a scratch on him, because he had trusted in his God. From a young captive to a revered prophet, Daniel's life is a powerful testament to unwavering faith in the face of impossible odds. His story shows us that no furnace is too hot, no king too proud, and no den of lions too terrifying for a God who is faithful to rescue those who trust in him. Thank you for watching, and if this story inspired you, please like and subscribe for more.